What makes a good parent, and how do we go about creating a nurturing and resilient environment for our children? Well, this is a question that I'm asked on a regular basis. So come on, join in on this conversation with me. What makes a good parent, and how do we go about creating a nurturing and resilient environment for our children? Parents today are very anxious, as are children. So there, right away, I'm curious, what is the connection? First thing we need to remember is that we are all still here. Yes, that's right. The human race is still around. And the last time I looked around, well, we're flourishing. So somebody is doing something right, and there are a lot of us around. So let's take that observation as a starting point of our conversational journey. By giving ourselves some credit and some self-compassion, that in the main, the chances are we will do okay. Our parenting, it seems, will be good enough. As a father of 3 boys and a girl, and a grandfather of 1 boy and 2 girls, and please God, more on the way, this subject is close to my heart and my mind too. And yes, we all want well for our offspring and any children in our care. So the first thing I believe we should keep in mind is that all children, and for that matter all people, need to feel safe before they can explore. And so it's our job, first of all, to make sure that our children are safe. But of course you knew that, didn't you? Well, I'm not just talking about being physically safe, but emotionally and psychologically safe too. And sometimes this is not so obvious to all, and certainly not so well known on what we need to do or how we need to do it. Research and study of this psychological safety has shown that when a parent shows empathy, understanding and acceptance, then the children also feel safe. In a safe place, the child is affirmed, and expression of needs and desires and feelings are encouraged. I would like to add to that another perspective. When a parent shows understanding and acceptance of themselves, then that feeling of safety will develop within the parent first and then be transferred over to the child. You see, we can't just tell children what we want them to do. We need to show them, we need to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. Us humans, big and small, young and old, learn by imitation and repetition. If you like, we are programmed to copy other actions and understand them and to incorporate them into our own and our children in particular. Watch everything us parents do, very carefully, I may add, mostly without even us noticing it. So be the person you want your child to be. Practice self-acceptance, self-compassion, self-forgiveness. Discover and be open to your values. What is important to you as a person and as a parent, and take concrete actions along the direction of these identified values. And very importantly, behave towards yourself and your children the way you would like them to behave. Respect yourself and your child. Behave in yourself with healthy behaviour and an attitude, and your children will see and learn from that. Have self-compassion towards your own emotions and show empathy towards your child's emotions, and your child will follow suit. This is a major part in showing your love for your child. And remember, there is no such thing as loving your child too much. Loving them cannot spoil them. Spoiling a child may only come about if instead of showing them your love directly, you behave or give material objects in the name of love. This can take the form of things like material indulgence, being too lenient with them, having a low expectation for them, and smothering them by overprotection. When these things are given in place of real love, that's when you'll have a spoiled child. Loving your child can be as simple as giving them some hugs, spending time with them. Just being with them. Yes, in the same space. Sometimes without actually doing anything specific. And listening to their issues seriously when they want to share them with you. Neurobiology has shown us that the act of genuine love can trigger the release of feel-good hormones such as oxytocin, opioids, and prolactin. These neurochemicals can bring us a deep sense of calm, emotional warmth, and contentment. And from these, the child will develop resilience and not to mention a closer relationship with you. So, here's to good enough parenting. Until next time, take care and feel free to write to me or contact me through social media.